All right, so there is a high probability that you are a content creator, a business owner, which is why you subscribe to this channel, because you want to elevate, you want to amplify your brand online, right? I'm hoping this is the reason why you stumbled upon this channel, because you are in luck today, ladies and gentlemen, because today I'm going to break down 7 things that every content creator needs to know to succeed in 2019, baby. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Ozeal. I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time stumbling upon this channel, of course, if you are a subscriber, thank you and welcome back for another video. I'm excited because I'm really pumped up about creating content and discussing this. I am a brand marketing strategist and a content creator at thinkozeal.com. And my mission is to deliver transformation to the business-minded creative like yourself, you watching this right now. So again, if this is your first time, please, I highly suggest that you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button, because it allows you, for us actually, to stay connected so you can be updated on all the latest videos. All right, moving forward. So I don't want to talk about this too much. I want to dig right in. I'm going to do this screen share, which I'm still trying to figure out how to minimize my my screen with the screen share, but I'm going to dig into it because what's important here is for you to get this value, and you probably don't want to see me anyway, right? You just want to hear and get the content. So I'm going to get right into it. 7 things every content creator needs to know. And we're going to start right now. Let's get it going, y'all. Here we go. Let's see if you can see that. All right. 7 things every content creator needs to know. Let me make sure that you're seeing this right now, by the way. Give me 1 second, everybody. Okay, hold on. Hold up. This is live, by the way. So raw and uncut. As I'm learning through this process, please bear with me. Let's see if I can get this going. Boom, I think we got it. Let's see. Hang tight, y'all. No phone calls right now. Here we go. Boom. All right. I think we're in the house. Yes, we are. All right, cool. Let's jump right into it. 7 things every content creator needs to know by yours truly. Let's go to the first thing that you need to know. All right, is create with finesse. Now, this is very, very important. Something that I really don't see often with content creators is adding your personality. So if you are creating content, you can't forget to infuse your style, your flair, the things that make you interesting. We want to see personality, right? We want to see uniqueness. Embrace your weirdness, amplify that 10 times, and make sure that you share that with the world. I think a lot of people who are creating content fall into this notion of trying to be like the next big influencer, right? They're trying to mimic their style, their language, the way they deliver. And I highly encourage you to kind of start digging into the things that make you weird, things that make you interesting. Maybe a friend of yours points something that you do out, or maybe something that you do that we can embrace, right? And sometimes it's scary to express that personality out to the world because you're afraid of what people are going to think. And I get that, but that's the thing that's going to make you stand out from all the rest. So you have to create with finesse. You like that? Stand out from the rest, create with finesse. Anyways, all right, that's corny. But hey, that's my personality, right? That's my whole point, is to be able to infuse your style, your personality with the content you create. So that is number one: create with finesse, with style. We need people content creators that are creating with style. The next thing, number two, is crew love. Focus on your audience. It's not about you. Okay. A lot of the times, content creators are focused too much on themselves. It's kind of, they're dropping a newsletter and it's about, this is what I'm doing. Check what I got. Check out my blog post, my podcast. Hey, and listen, I get it. Sometimes I have to check myself and not falling into that pitfall of self-promotion, right? We feel like we just have something to say, but there's a thin line between trying to promote the work that you do and the work that you are trying to create for an audience that's going to bring value to people. And I see a lot of this going on, especially with a lot of micro content creators that are starting off, and also people that are advanced. But I think the people that are doing it well, they're successful because they put their audience, their crew first. So when you're creating content, keep that in mind. It's about them, not about you. So keep that in line with your newsletter, your podcast, your YouTube channel. Like, this is something that I'm really passionate about. But you listening, watching this, if you're a content creator, I want you to know that this is something that I take great pride in, is giving you value on a weekly basis. So show up for your crew, show some love, and you will definitely grow more effectively that way. The next thing is number three, content on brand. Now, content is a reflection of your brand. So the way you carry yourself, your vibe is your reputation, right? And it can be tainted by publishing content not aligned with your brand. So make sure that you take time to curate your brand, your content rather, because a lot of the times I see a lot of people creating content and they're creating it, but it's like all over the place. It's not focused. So make sure you take time to curate your content to make sure you're on brand, because you don't want to confuse your audience. So that is super important. That is point number three. Now let's go to number four, conversation in context. Super important. I like to say that content is the jab and conversation is the right hook, right? So content is king, but conversation, connection is the queen, right? I heard that from somebody, and I believe that's very, very important for you to understand that it is a conversation. Going back to point number two, right? Crew love, right? It's not about you, it's about the audience. So you have to make sure that you have something tied in within your content that is going to evoke conversation, that's going to allow other people to join in on the conversation so they can chime in. Which, by the way, if you're feeling this, let me know. I would love for you to chime in down the comments below and let me know how you are engaging your audience with conversation. And then, of course, context. When you are a content creator, it goes along the lines of being on brand. You got to make sure there's context with the piece of content you're creating. That if it's productivity, it's about productivity. If you're trying to do something that is about, let's say, helping people, build a brand, make sure that you're giving tips and strategies that are about helping people build a brand. Don't get too scatterbrained and start creating content that's out of line. So that's important. Context. All right, let's get to point number five. Collaborate, don't hate. Oh, listen, content creators have this ego about what they do. I get it, right? You're trying to promote, you're trying to let the world know how awesome you are. And I just see a lot of content creators have this big influencer expert perception of themselves without even building a real foundation. So what can you do? So comment on other content creators, blog posts, share their podcast, show love on their YouTube channel. Hence, show some love over here. And then, of course, this is just great overall for great brand building. If you want to create a great brand, you got to collaborate. Don't look at other people as competitors. I get it. I understand that some people look at other influencers as competitors. But if you embrace the circle and we all take bits and pieces of what other influencers in our industry are doing, and we can just reach out and collaborate, this whole world would be a lot better. I believe that we can all get connected and rise together. So it's important that we collaborate, support each other, and not look at others as competitors. All right. All right. So tip number 6 is quality versus quantity. Now, this is an ongoing argument because there's a lot of people, school of thought that says, hey, listen, quantity, just go, 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 put out the content, quality doesn't matter. And then you have cats that say, listen, quality does matter. Focus on, producing great quality and not quantity, because that's what's going to get you to the finish line. Now, I see both arguments. Here's what I think. Quantity develops discipline and momentum, but focused quality creates attention. So curated, thoughtful content that requires a bit more time to create. I think that if you're a beginner, focus on quantity, just the volume, get those reps in. Just again, like for me, for example, right? I'm still learning this YouTube thing. So I'm just trying to get those reps in until I get more comfortable in front of the camera. I start creating more content on YouTube, and I get to learn the way the process works, right? So right now, I don't have all the best, resources and tools, the lighting and all that, because right now I'm just focused on quantity. I'm trying to build, once again, discipline and momentum at this stage in my YouTube career. So focus, depending on where you're at, focus on quantity if you're a beginner. And if you are intermediate, advanced, quality, focus on quality. Quality will take you to the next level. More of a strategic content flow, and the quality improvement centered around the content. So the lighting, the audio, the overall quality of content in general, you got to focus on quality for sure. I hear all the time where people say, hey, listen, especially with podcasters, when I coach people, there's certain things that you do want to focus on. So audio is something I take great pride in. So I wouldn't say, hey, listen, go ahead and just start with your, microphone on your laptop, your iPad. I would say, what? Invest. If you are serious about creating content, invest in some quality. So I think you can do both. I think you can be in a very high volume, mindset, and then also at the same time start investing in quality, because that's truly what's going to get you to the next level. All right, let's move on. Number 7, forget the metrics. Forget the metrics, forget the likes, forget the subs, forget how many downloads you're getting. One of the biggest mistakes a lot of content creators make is when they start creating content, they don't see the ROI, right? They don't see the high, downloads. They don't see all the subs. And, it allows frustration to come in, and disappointment. And you start thinking, second guessing yourself on whether or not you are doing it right, second guessing whether or not you're on the right path. And there's just a lot of things that can start messing up, just playing mind games for the content creators. So you don't want to go that route. You want to make sure that you go in there, head down, put those reps in, focus 1 year of just creating content. Forget the metrics. And then later on, you can figure out, you can measure what's working and what's not. So you can say, hey, listen, I'm not really growing after a year. What's happening, right? Because there's no science behind it. Either you're growing or you're not growing, and you're in the middle. So you don't want to be stuck in the middle. You want to be able to be on either both spectrums. If you see yourself not increasing your downloads, your subs after a year, now, hence what I said, peep that, after a year, then you can start figuring out what you can do to improve your quality. What is it? Maybe you're not on brand, or maybe your marketing is off. It's usually those two things that usually mess up growth, right? That really kind of, you got to focus on that. But that's, again, after a year of creating content and pushing forward. So forget the metrics, create content. And last but not least, let's see, was that number 7? Okay, I messed up here, guys. Actually, here's a bonus. Here's number 8. Number 8 is, yeah, I just left that out. So number 8 is Let's just have fun. All right. I'm going to throw that in there. Have fun. And I think what happened was I ended up writing this last one as a bonus and forgot to add it in the slides. So make note of this. Have fun. Enjoy the creation process. Share and talk about it with your friends, your people on social media, but just enjoy it. Enjoy the process, because it should never be boring. I mean, you should love talking about the things that you enjoy sharing with the world. So I personally love talking about branding and marketing and podcasting and mindset. So I feel like I can enjoy showing up on my podcast and this YouTube channel to talk about the things I love. So if you're not having fun, if you feel like it's contrived and you're just forcing everything, or you don't have that many topics to go on, you say, hey, listen, I only got maybe 5 weeks to talk about this and I'm just not feeling it after this, then you should probably consider picking a different genre, a different niche. So the important thing, again, is just to have fun and to enjoy it. Okay. Super, super important. And of course, please, thanks for watching. You can connect with me at Think Ozeal on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. So please hit me up and let me know what is going on your end. And I think that is it, y'all. So the question of the day, let me go ahead and exit out. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Okay, cool. The question of the day is, what is your biggest challenge when it comes to creating content? All right. What is your biggest challenge in creating content? Drop that question or your comments in the description down below. And I would love to get some feedback from you. And of course, if there's anything that you got out of this YouTube episode, or if there's anything that you want to chime in, or just, I highly encourage you to just expand on this and let me know what you think. But creating content is super important. There's no denying it. I think if you want to succeed in 2019 and onward, you have to be able to create volume, quantity, and quality. Focus on your audience, not about you. And then, of course, just have fun with your content. This is the linkage between the thing that we do and our tribe. So we have to make sure that we're providing value. The fun part comes from providing entertainment, having fun with this while and out, and just enjoying it, right? And just, again, forgetting the metrics, forget the critics. There's going to be a lot of critics that are going to come in and be like, yo, the lighting is whack or whatever. And, you're rambling too much. But I'm enjoying this because this is something that I'm overcoming, right? This is a fear. This is something that I want to do on YouTube, is to be able to share and bring value to you. So content creation is super important if you're a creative entrepreneur, an aspiring entrepreneur, a small business owner. And hopefully those things will kind of help you reshape the way you create content moving forward. And again, please drop a comment down below if there's anything that I missed out or anything that you want to expand on. All right, that is it. Hopefully this was short and sweet. I'm not sure how long it is. It doesn't give me a timer. But if you dig the content, once again, if you like it, vibe, please subscribe. And I will keep you posted on the next video. And share with your friends on social media if it resonates, if it lands. All right, I'm Ozeal. Once again, at thinkozeal.com. Thank you for watching today. Until next time, peace and one love.